Live from the tank on the campus of the College of Staten Island, CSI Sportsnet presents NCAA Division II women's basketball coverage on the ECC network. In tonight's non-conference matchup, the College of Staten Island Dolphins host the Lightning of Goldey-Beacom College. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Joe Foreman, alongside my broadcast partner, Nick Durst. And Nick, the Dolphins come in 8-4 on the season. The Lightning just 3-10, but for the Dolphins, their last time out, they had an impressive win.
Yes, they did, Joe. They're playing very well, and it's nice to have a little holiday break, but this Dolphin team was chomping at the bit to get back on the court, and they will go for their fourth straight win this afternoon as they take on Goldey-Beacom College, as you mentioned. And you talked about it. That last game, they defeated the regionally ranked University of New Haven on the road. It was a 60-53 win, their third consecutive win, and looking good so far, 8-4 on the season.
3 straight wins for the Dolphins. They are looking to make it 4 straight wins tonight. And Nick, as I mentioned, the Lightning are just 3-10 on the year, but they have won each of their last 2 games, and one of their opponents, a team very familiar to this Dolphins squad.
That is correct, Joe, as on the year, the Lightning, they're 3-10, but they have won each of the last 2 games over St. Thomas Aquinas College, who, of course, is in the ECC, and American International College as well.
So the Dolphins obviously will get a chance to meet the Spartans a bit later in this season, but they have faced this Lightning team twice before, once during the 2021-2022 season, and then again a couple of seasons later. But, Nick, when these 2 teams meet, typically the games are very close.
That's for sure, Joe. These 2 teams have met twice, dating back to 2021-22 season, with both games being decided by less than 10 points. The first matchup saw the Lightning defeat the Dolphins 71-67, and Goldey-Beacom then won the second meeting 2 seasons later, 81-73. So, of course, they lead the all-time series 2-0. Dolphins looking to get in the win column this afternoon.
And let's talk about some of the Dolphins that will be key for CSI here this afternoon as they look for their 4th consecutive win. We've talked plenty about her already, and obviously we've mentioned her numerous accolades from early in the season. But Jenelise Alarcon has put together a fantastic season. The scoring a bit down from that first week, but her output at the offensive end early in the season, that was certainly going to be difficult to keep going throughout an entire year. She is still averaging nearly 15 points per game while grabbing 7.5 rebounds. Don't forget the job she does as a facilitator and at the defensive end as well.
Joe, she's having a tremendous senior season. Started off red hot, but she's continued to be consistent here, making a big impact on each and every game, whether she's scoring, rebounding, or like you mentioned, facilitating because she's getting double teamed. She has been a key contributor in this win streak and to the success of this team so far. But she is not alone, Joe. Coming on as of late, leading the way scoring-wise, the junior guard, Dana Phelan, and she has her career high in scoring this year. She's going to have most likely the most points she had in a single season this season. She has been tremendous from downtown as of late.
Phelan, the second of 4 Dolphins who are averaging in double figures. And I think in addition to the great defense this Dolphins team has played all year long, having 4 players in double figures makes such a huge difference for them. Typically in the past, they've leaned upon Jenelise Alarcon and some more of their outside shooters from last year's squad for a lot of that scoring. This year, they have multiple players who have been able to score it from both inside the arc and out. We mentioned Alarcon already, nearly 15 points per game. She's done it efficiently at 46%. Dana Phelan on mostly 3-point attempts is shooting just shy of 36%. Kyra Rose back in the lineup for this game. We saw the Dolphins without her. She is shooting nearly 46%. And Amber Abu-Spair, the 4th of the Dolphins' double-digit scoring average players. She is averaging just over 10 points per game, shooting around 35% from the field, but her work as a facilitator as well has been big. She leads this team in assists by a wide margin. And as starting lineups are about to be introduced out on the floor, we thank you for tuning in to the McDonald's pregame show. On the other side of this short break, the College of Staten Island takes on Goldey-Beacom College. This is NCAA Division II women's basketball non-conference coverage on CSI Sportsnet, a proud part of the ECC network.
For me, just kind of was the glue that kept my family together, I feel like. I don't know what it was that drew me in, but after I started playing for a while and started seeing some early success as a little kid, to see how much it meant to my parents to see me play the game and try to make a difference was really what fueled me to keep playing and stay competitive. Being a triple major is not necessarily easy, but at the same time it is what you make it. Being a tighter-knit university, I have a lot of classes with the same professors, so they know me pretty well. I think it's that personal relationship that really helped me to thrive as a student. I was able to come here and get my triple major, as well as play a super high level of baseball against some of the best players in the country. There's a lot of options here in Division II with a lot of great ball players and a lot of great people, and they make sure that they give you every opportunity to succeed on and off the field.
My dad was a soccer coach and bought this little book bag. I could sit in the book bag like facing backwards and with like my legs out. So I'd be in his book bag when my dad coaches and the ball's going around. I'm like kicking at the ball in the back. And my dad was like, "We have a prodigy." So he put me into soccer and it just progressed from there. The catalyst was the opportunity to play soccer at a Division II school. On my team, I thrive to work as hard as I can. I mean, whatever you do on the field, there's a positive correlation to whatever else you do, be it personal relationships, homework, the way you carry yourself. I've changed since I got to King University. It's really helped me to develop as a leader. I think it's honestly the best thing that's ever happened.
And we are back from the tank, just moments away from tip-off in this NCAA Division II women's basketball non-conference matchup between the College of Staten Island Dolphins and the Goldey-Beacom College Lightning. Once again, my name is Joe Foreman, alongside my broadcast partner, Nick Durst, and it is time for the starting lineups presented by Jimmy Mac's Italian Restaurant and Pizzeria.
All right, Joe. First for Goldey-Beacom, their head coach is Bethan Burke, and here is their starting five. Number 3, the junior guard, Rory Siskowski. Number 10, the sophomore guard, Katie Yoder. Number 21, the freshman forward, Lydia Betts. Number 22, the senior guard, Julie McCarron. And number 33, the senior guard, it is Julie Pulesso. Now, for your CSI Dolphins, head coach is Nicole Sarcone. Number 3, the graduate guard, 1,000 career point scorer, 5'6" from Staten Island, New York, Amber Abousbear. Number 10, the junior guard, a 5'7" from Tappan, New York, Dana Phelan. Number 11, the 5'11" graduate guard, graduate forward from New Rochelle, New York, Alexa Carollo. Number 13, the 5'9" forward senior from Troy, New York, Jenelise Alarcon. And number 23, the 5'8" forward senior from Mozambique, Noemia Masinge.
All right, thank you, Nick. Once again, those are the starting lineups presented by Jimmy Mac's Italian Restaurant and Pizzeria. Nick, I know you're a huge fan of Jimmy Mac's. I sure am as well. We're proud to have them join McDonald's as our sponsor.
We had a lot of good times there the past few Decembers.
We certainly have, and we'll leave it at that, as we are just moments away from the start of tonight's game between the Dolphins and the Lightning. As I mentioned before, the Dolphins come in on a win streak. However, the Lightning are looking to maintain a win streak of their own. They have been trending upward as of late, already with a win against another ECC opponent in St. Thomas Aquinas College. They look to open the new year with a win on the road here at CSI. The Dolphins look to make it 4 straight and continue their string of stellar play. Here at home, the Dolphins have played some very entertaining games so far this year. And Nick, we say it all the time, this women's basketball team very often can't miss programming. They send so many games down to the wire.
down to the wire, and you know Coach Sarcone would like to not have one go down to the wire for a change. But this Dolphins squad, you mentioned in the pregame, a lot of capable scorers, good defense as well, and the early return of what we think is going to be Kyra Rose in this one after we thought she might be out for the season will certainly help the Dolphins' depth.
Well, taking a look at the last 3 Dolphins home games that we covered here on the ECC Network, they held on to BD Stroudsburg by 6. They fell to Damon by 6, and then hung on in the closing minutes to defeat Deauville by just 7. We are underway from the College of Staten Island. Dolphins win the tip and will possess it first. Noemia Masinge on the wing, swings it to Phelan. Now Kirolo on the wing, hands off Abu Spair. Amber off the crossover, thought about the jumper. Instead finds Alarcon, and Genelise puts up an air ball, rebound by Phelan. Now Abu Spair a bit strong off back iron, rebound goes to Kalesa. The Lightning look to push and feed it inside. That one off the fingertips of Yoder, and that's the first Goldey-Beacom turnover.
A frantic 35 seconds here to get things started.
Dolphin defense has been strong all season. Forcing a lot of turnovers has been something we've seen them do time and time again, making things tough on the opposition as the Dolphins narrowly avoid a turnover of their own there. This is Masinge looking to drive back to the basket, and that shot was rejected. Masinge tries again and is blocked a second time.
Nice job there defensively by McCarron.
McCarron didn't give Masinge a chance there, as that jumper, or I should say that turnaround bank shot, won't go from inside. Here comes Abu Spair off the Yoder miss. Alarcon, bounce pass, Abu Spair with the game's first 2 points.
Nice pass from Abu Spair to Alarcon, and then back to Abu Spair for the first points of the game. And Joe, I think the speakers in here are finally fixed.
You weren't aware last game?
I wasn't, no.
They were fixed. That is absolutely right.
You could hear the difference.
Absolutely. The difference being we can hear the announcements through our headsets now.
Right.
3-pointer on the way, no good. And Phelan has another rebound. Here comes Abu Spair in traffic. Phelan thought about a 3. She kicks it back out to Abu Spair. 18 on the shot clock. Phelan looking inside for Alarcon. Genelise goes to work in the post and can't finish with the left hand. Rebound pulled in by the Lightning.
Good job there by Siskowski in the paint, defending Alarcon 1-on-1.
With it on the outside, Kalesa in the corner now, fake by Yoder. And it appears that our scoreboard is not transmitting data on the screen. I will get to work on that in just a moment, as the layup is no good by Kulesa.
Corolla with the rebound. And now Alarcon to Phelan for a 3.
No good off the window. Rebound goes to Goldey-Beacom. Scoreboard should be up within the next couple of minutes. So what we'll do for now is hide that off the screen, and we'll get it working shortly.
2-0 CSI right now with 7 minutes left, and now we have a tie game as McCarron hits the turnaround.
That was McCarron on the fall-away jumper, and I will be taking a trip across the gym during our first media timeout to get the scoreboard
First
up.
trip of the new year.
Some things never change. My resolution gets broken just over 3 minutes into the first quarter.
New year, same old Joe at CSI.
Alarcon in traffic gets the bank shot to go.
Nice job there by Alarcon, muscling up to lay that in.
Masinge does a nice job anticipating that pass. She has another Dolphin steal. And they're going to reset the shot clock to 27. It never reset.
Entering for the Lightning, number 15, Carly Lemon.
Masinge in to Masinge to the bench. Haggett into the game now. It's inbound.
Carly Lemon in for Goldey-Beacom. Haggett in for Masinge on the Dolphin side. CSI with 20 to shoot. Phelan off the hesitation. Kicks it outside, Abu Spair. Now 10 on the shot clock. Abu Spair nearly threw it away. Carollo comes down with it, kicks out. Haggett No good from 3. Rebound pulled in by Abu Spair. Her floater is short. Alarcon goes down to the floor, and play continues with a Goldey-Beacom rebound. Lemon is trapped, and she is fouled. Lemon got hit in the face there.
Yeah, Lemon coming up, checking her face. Phelan committed the foul.
That is Phelan's first and the team's first. First foul of the game overall as well. Just over 5:40 to go, first quarter. The Dolphins lead it 4-2. Lemon has it in the corner, looking inside. Instead, kicks it up top. Betts kicked it right back outside. Shot fake by Kuleza. Kick into the corner now. Yoder on the pull-up. No good. Alarcon with the rebound. Abu Spair for Phelan. No good from 3. Rebound pulled in by Betts.
Halfway through the first here, low scoring to say the least.
Good entry pass and a strong finish there by Yoder.
Nice pass, nice finish.
Can't be set up much better than that. Over the top with the entry pass and an easy 2 for Katie Yoder. Under 5 minutes to play opening quarter. We are all knotted up at 4, and an offensive foul is called away from the ball. Carollo picks up her first.
2 fouls now for the Dolphins, and we'll have our first media timeout.
We head to media timeout. I head across the floor. Our score with 4:43 to go in the opening quarter, all tied at 4.
Wayne State Medical School has been my dream medical school since I was 5. Athletics are important, but so is service, so is research, so is becoming a better person. And we expect you to do well athletically, but don't forget the reason you're here, which is to give back to your community and to get good grades. It was my sophomore indoor season. It was the first year with our new head coach. And he comes in and he's like, we could be a national contending team if you guys work hard. And I heard him and I was like, well, I want to be a national champion. I want to be an All-American. And I bought in because he bought into our team. And I qualified to go to indoor nationals. I decided I wanted it, so I went and grabbed it.
Is number 22, Dorothy Weesey.
Welcome back to the Tank on the College of Island campus for our first game of 2025. Nick Durst here. Joe Foreman will rejoin us at some point. 4-4 game with 4:30 left in the first quarter. Goldey-Beacom with the ball. Moving it around the perimeter here. And Garcia kicks it back up to Yoder. Yoder moving around. And now driving is Lemon. Lemon back to Garcia. Garcia guarded by Abu Spair. 5 on the shot clock. Garcia 4, 3-pointer off the mark. Rebounded by Carollo. And head to Abu Spair now. Abu Spair looking for Alarcon, but she's guarded well. Haggett now with the ball at the top of the key. Haggett drives to her left. Kicks it to Abu Spair in the corner. Abu Spair taking the screen from Alarcon. And she gives it up to Carollo with 10 on the shot clock. Carollo's pass goes out of bounds.
Checking in for the Dolphins, number 1, Mia Fuller.
Mia Fuller in the game now. Dorothy Weesey also out there. And driving to the basket and being fouled was number 33.
Foul on number 22,
Julie
Dorothy
Kulesa.
Weesey. Her first and the Dolphins' third of the opening quarter. At the
Third
line
foul
will be number
for the Dolphins, and
33,
Weesey
Julie Kulesa.
committed it. Colisa makes the first free throw. And Colesa's second free throw is good, and the scoreboard is now working, so you'll see it on your screen right now. 6-4 game, 3:44 left in the first quarter. We see directing traffic. Drives to her right, gives it to Fuller. Fuller across the court to Haggett for three, and that's good. Maddie Haggett knocking down the three from beyond the arc. Goldey-Beacom now back the other way. And the ball is with Colisa. Colisa gives it up, almost intercepted there, but Dyes is able to, as we see Dyes on the floor there, as she's pushed down by Carly Lemon. The ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to remain Goldey-Beacom ball.
Checking in for the Lightning will be number 14, Gaia Zimbardo, and number 22, Julie McCarran.
Garcia directing traffic. She pulls up for three and drains it. Nice job there from Garcia. Saw some space, knocked down the three, and back the other way. The long pass for Haggett goes out of bounds.
Entering for the Dolphins, number 21, Oyen Consola Okay.
Oyen Consola Okay checks in the game now for Carollo. McCarran with the ball. Takes a three, off the mark, rebounded by Alarcon. Fuller now in the half court. Back to Alarcon. Alarcon to her right, gives to Haggett. Haggett pulling up for three off the screen from Alarcon, but that's off the mark. Rebounded by Goldey-Beacom. And now Lemon gives it up to the shooter McCarran, whose three is off the mark. And that is rebounded by Mia Fuller, whose outlet pass goes to Haggett. Haggett back to Fuller. Fuller thought about the three, gives it up to Alarcon. And the ball goes back to Fuller with 20 on the shot clock. Fuller over to Weesey. Weesey to Okay. Okay inside to Alarcon. Alarcon to the corner for Fuller, whose three-point attempt. Rattles off the rim, is no good. Rebounded by Alarcon. Alarcon goes back up with the shot, and she is fouled by Zimbardo.
Foul on number 14, Gaia Zimbardo, her first, and the Lightning's first of the first quarter.
Siskowski checks back in for Goldey-Beacom, and Farrah White also checks into the game. Alarcon, one of the best of the nation when it comes to free throws, misses her first one there. Goes 1 for 2 there. 1 point game with 1:56 remaining in the first quarter. Kyra Rose getting set to check into the game. First time in many games here where she'll be able to play after suffering an injury at Fairfield University. Goldey-Beacom now. Siskowski inside to Lemon, and her layup is good. Nice job there by Lemon. Excuse me, Zimbardo was the one who laid that in. So Zimbardo making an impact off the bench. Haggett's layup attempt no good. Fuller comes over with the rebound. She goes up with the shot, and she is fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line.
Foul on number 2, Farrah White, her first and the Lightning's second. Of the
Rose into the game.
Checking in for
Haggett to the bench.
33, Julie Colisa, and checking in for the Dolphins, number 4, Kyra Rose. At the line for the Dolphins, number 1, Mia Fuller.
Fuller's first free throw off the mark. One for 2 trip there, 1 point game again. Goldey-Beacom had 11-10, 1:20 left in the first quarter. Nick Durst here with Tyler Clark, the engineer. Rejoined hopefully in the second quarter by Joseph Foreman. Goldey-Beacom moving the ball around. Farrah White to Siskowski. And now the three-point attempt there by Siskowski's off the mark. Rebounded by OK.
Last minute of play in the first
And
quarter.
we're 1 minute left in the first quarter here. Rose to the basket with a full head of steam. Her lefty layup attempt off the mark. And Alarcon came away with the rebound but was on the line. McCarron getting the play from Coach Burke. Colessa now driving to the basket, right-handed layup attempt, strong and good. 30 seconds on the shot, on the game clock, 24 on the shot. Mia Fuller over to Rose. Rose to Alarcon. Alarcon driving to the basket, kicks it out to Weesey, who gives it to Fuller in the corner. Fuller inside to Alarcon, 10 on the shot clock. Outside to OK. OK's three-point attempt off the mark. Goldey-Beacom can hold for the last shot of the quarter. Siskowski gives it up to McCarron. McCarron now to Colessa. 2 on the shot clock. Her layup attempt is no good at the buzzer. And we will go into the second quarter with Goldey-Beacom ahead on the Dolphins, 13-10. Keep it locked right here on the ECC Network. More basketball action when we return.
My dad was a soccer coach and bought this little book bag. I could sit in the book bag like facing backwards and with like my legs out. So I'd be in his book bag when my dad coaches and the ball's going around. I'm like kicking at the ball in the back. And my dad was like, "We have a prodigy." So he put me into soccer and it just progressed from there. The catalyst was the opportunity to play soccer at a Division II school. On my team, I thrive to work as hard as I can. I mean, whatever you do on the field, there's a positive correlation to whatever else you do, be it personal relationships, homework, the way you carry yourself. I've changed since I got to King University. It's really helped me to develop as a leader. I think it's honestly the best thing that's ever happened.
And we are back from the tank at the start of the second quarter. Nick, my adventure to the other side of the gym lasted a bit longer than I expected, but we did get our scoreboard back up and operational. The score on your screen now reflects the scoreboard, and we are all set for the start of quarter number 2. The Lightning lead the Dolphins 13-9, and we've said it, Nick, Dolphins and Lightning historically have played each other very close. The games here at home that the Dolphins have played have typically been very defensive games, and that held true in the first quarter, the two teams shooting 36% and 19%.
Yeah, that was true as can be. Very factual, and it's a close game right now. Dolphins really not able to get things going, though, offensively. So we'll see how they're able to attack the basket more in the second quarter here. With Rose in, you could expect her to go to the basket quite a bit. She did go once, missed her attempt.
So they had to do a reset on the scoreboard in between quarters. The score is 13-9. Not sure if at any point 13-10 appeared on the screen or if I said it, but in
It did
case.
appear on the screen, but you
Okay.
did say 13-9.
I did. Very good. Early foul to open up the second quarter. Sent Rory Siskowski to the line. Her first free throw no good. And she is a quick worker at the free throw line. 1 of 2. The Lightning lead by 5. As I mentioned, the first quarter highlighted by defense. The two teams just a combined 2 of 14 from beyond the arc. Dolphins were 3 of 16 from the field. The Lightning 5 of 14. Kyra Rose into the game for CSI. As that one is shuffled out of bounds. And was a bit disconnected from the game late in that first quarter. Nick, is this the first action for Kyra tonight?
Yeah, no, she came in
She
the
did.
first quarter.
She did.
Yeah, she came in with about 1 minute left in the first quarter.
Troubleshooting takes your eyes off the action just a bit. As Abu Spair feeds Alarcon, and Jenelise has 2 more.
Number 13, Jenelise.
Going Just need many more of those here for the Dolphins moving forward.
That shot a bit short, but getting the roll was Siskowski.
Lucky bounce there for Siskowski. Knocks down the three.
Abu Spare waving Masinge up toward the wing. Now Noemia looks to drive, kicks out Phelan. Phelan off the shot fake, picks up her dribble and finds Rose. Rose lost the ball. Here come the Lightning back the other way off the Dolphins' turnover. Entry pass into a double team, and jump ball will be the call off the miss by Zimbardo.
Dolphins get possession.
The possession. Number 13, Alexa Kirolo.
That last turnover was the fourth for the Dolphins. Goldey-Beacom winning the turnover battle by a pair. Just over 8.5 to go, second quarter. Abu Spare was given space. She hands off to Phelan. Phelan right back to Abu Spare. Splash.
Well, you don't see Amber Abu Spare take the three too often, but she was so wide open there. Takes the shot and makes it count.
You have to wonder if perhaps the Lightning have that scouting report, Nick, because they were giving her plenty of room, both when she shot it and before that when she had the ball at the top of the arc.
Yeah, I'm sure they watched the game film.
Watch it for free while you still can, Nick.
Nothing like CSI Sportsnet on the ACC Network.
Kirolo's three short off that last made basket by the Lightning. Goldey-Beacom in front by 5 now. Back to the basket was Kulesa. She gets it right back. Off the fake, and she can't finish on the bank shot. Here come the Dolphins on the break. Abu Spare out to Kirolo for 3. No good. And Kulesa has another rebound. On the wing, Yoder back up top. Kulesa left open for 3. Timeout called by the Dolphins.
Kulesa there, so wide open. Knocks down that shot. Big lead now for Goldey-Beacom, 22-14 with 7:09 left in the first half.
After a slow shooting start in this game, the Lightning are now 3 of 4 with 9 quick points here in the second quarter. Their lead extends to 8. Our score, the Lightning 22 and the Dolphins 14.
Dolphins fans, want to stay connected with everything happening at the College of Staten Island? Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Catch all the live streams, exclusive behind-the-scenes tours, the latest episodes of CSI Today Talks, student film showcases, and so much more new programming. Don't miss out. Hit that subscribe button now at youtube.com/College of Staten Island, or scan the QR code on the screen and stay in the loop with everything CSI.
Wayne State Medical School has been my dream medical school since I was 5. Athletics are important, but so is service, so is research, so is becoming a better person. And we expect you to do well athletically, but don't forget the reason you're here, which is to give back to your community and to get good grades. It was my sophomore indoor season. It was the first year with our new head coach. And he comes in and he's like, we could be a national contending team if you guys work hard. And I heard him and I was like, well, I want to be a national champion.
And we are back with just over 7 minutes to play in the second quarter. Dolphins trail 22-14. This is Phelan over to Masinge. 15 to shoot. Masinge into the corner. Abu Spare left open again. And this time she can't make the Lightning pay.
Well, I think you mentioned the scanner report. Maybe they want Abu Spare to shoot a 3.
And they are leaving her wide open. Shot fake up top on the drive. Yoder had the ball poked away. Dangerous pass there. And Masinge does it again, Nick. Another charge drawn by Noemia.
That's her specialty. She's so good at that. No one's better than her in the ECC at drawing a foul.
Her first and the Lightning's first of the second quarter.
First Goldey-Beacom foul of the second quarter comes on that charge. Phelan, deep three, no good.
Well, they know to cover Phelan from downtown, as Garcia was right in her face.
And Abu Spair pokes that one away from behind. Good outlet pass. And Amber finishes the layup.
Abu Spair rewarded by getting the steal, which went right to Alarcon, and Alarcon with the great outlet pass to Abu Spair, who's able to lay it in.
We said it, Jenelise, a facilitator, a great defender, and obviously this team's leading scorer. Just showing another aspect of her game with that pass there. That one looked to be off a foot. And I'm guessing that was off the foot of Garcia.
Yeah, I'm surprised they weren't called for a kick ball.
Well, if it was off Garcia's foot, that's her own foot.
I guess. I thought it was kind of broken up on the pass. I don't know. I don't think anybody had possession on that. Either way, Goldey-Beacom ball.
McCarron, the inbounder, gets it right back from Yoder. 6 to shoot now. McCarron up top. This is Lemon. 2 on the shot clock, and the Lightning did not have a clue.
Good defense by the Dolphins.
Not a hint in the slightest, Nick. Now off maybe what they believed was a kick ball. They were expecting a reset to 20.
I'm not
maybe?
sure, but they were not looking at the clock at all.
Either they didn't know or they were expecting a reset off the kick. Carollo had it poked away, and the Dolphins turn it over again. This is Siskowski back up top. Now McCarron. Lightning working it around the outside quickly, but no openings yet. Siskowski to the rim. Short on the floater. Haggett with the rebound. Phelan, bounce pass for Alarcon, tight window, and Jenelise draws the foul.
Second team foul here for Goldey-Beacom of the quarter.
Foul number 15, Carly Lemon, her first and the Lightning's second of the second quarter.
Carly Lemon picks up her first second team foul against Goldey-Beacom. Alarcon off the inbound pass. Tough shot, won't go. But Carollo has the rebound. Phelan for Abu Spair. Splash!
Well, Joe, they're leaving her open. That one not exactly wide open, but she's going to keep taking the shots. 2 for 3 from 3 right now.
Given that much space, that's a shot Amber needs to shoot with confidence, and she sure has tonight.
Really leaned into that one to make it go down.
I just can't believe how much space they're giving her. Foul called there on the Dolphins as they reached in after that ball.
We want to wish assistant coach Kelsey Carey a happy birthday. Her birthday was yesterday, I believe. A New Year's Day child. I think she turned 30 years old. So happy birthday to Coach Kelsey.
We did miss another birthday on the crew during the holiday recess. Nick Bavona celebrated a birthday.
Happy birthday, Nick.
Did we come up with his nickname yet? As that shot rattles out.
The Bavona Bear.
He will hate that. Oh my goodness. As Abu Spair got tied up and had that ball taken away. Here come the Lightning. Haggett goes down, count the basket. No foul. I thought for sure there'd be a call of some kind there. That was Lydia Betts on the finish.
Officials letting them play.
I always appreciate that. I prefer that style of game. The coaches probably disagree.
And we'll give a shout out, as it was fouled there, to long-time women's basketball official Chris Bruno for cracking the Staten Island or the New York Top 100 at number 99 for most influential people. President Timothy Lynch came in at number 33. Sorry, Joe, President Joe Foreman did not make the list.
Well, President Joseph R. Foreman is a fictional character. He exists, but he is not the president of the university.
Don't tell the students that.
It'll take away from a lot of great social media content over on the College of Staten Island social media channels. To be fair, though, Nick, I cannot believe how often students guess that I'm the president.
It's the name, I guess.
Foreman's a regal-sounding name, as you can count that basket and the foul. Julie Kulesa in traffic, able to finish off the window through the contact, and she will head to the line for one more.
A shot by Kalesa there. We see and Rose into the game, replacing Alarcon and Corolla. Going to make this an 8-point game now. It's Kalesa, and she does.
The Lightning led 22-14. The Dolphins with a quick push. Got a bit closer, but once again, Goldey-Beacom extends that lead back to 8. Abu Spair short on that 3. And they were a bit closer on that one, Nick.
Oh, and she made 2 in a row. Need to get a hand in her face.
Another good entry pass and better defense by Abu Spair.
Yoder had quite the height advantage there against Abu Spair, but Abu Spair is able to swat the ball out of her hands.
Well, Amber has shown some great hands tonight at the defensive end. We've mentioned her shooting prowess in this game from the outside, but her hands defensively very active as well. 2:42 to go in the first half. Once again, the Lightning lead it by 8. Our score, Goldey-Beacom 27, Staten Island 19.
For me, just kind of was the glue that kept my family together. I feel like, I don't know what it was that drew me in, but after I started playing for a while and started seeing some early success as a little kid, to see how much it meant to my parents to see me play the game and try to make a difference was really what fueled me to keep playing and stay competitive. Being a triple major is not necessarily easy, but at the same time, it is what you make it.
That was quite the quick timeout there. Dolphins may have just burned their 30-second timeout with about 2.5 to go in the second quarter. Kulesa kicks it out. Good pass fake there by Garcia, but her 3 goes in and out. Rebound, Kulesa. And the Lightning will try again from 3. This time, Siskowski knocks it down.
Another one for Siskowski from downtown.
Bench loved that shot, Nick. They were showing off the dance moves.
How could they not? Goldey-Beacom now up by 11.
We mentioned the Lightning come in playing well as of late. That has continued early in this game, especially after a slow start. Weesey left open. Splash.
Weesey wide open there. No hesitation, takes the shot, knocks it down.
That's a big basket for the Dolphins, who briefly trailed by 11 there. And you hate to see a double-digit deficit taken into halftime. And along the baseline, no resistance there against Siskowski. Goldey-Beacom right back in front by double figures. The lead is 10. This is Rose to the rim. No good off glass. Rebound was pulled in by Zimbardo. And let's see which way this call goes.
It's going to go.
I think it was an offensive foul called, but
Offensive foul on number 3.
Is that
Weesey's still down, yeah.
Might have got the wind knocked out of her.
Lightning's 4th of the second quarter.
She's able to draw the foul. See if she's okay. Why did they take her out of the game? She's trying to walk it off.
Yeah, I think you're right, Nick. I think she had the wind knocked out of her. Dr. Durst, perhaps?
Well, you know, Joe, I already have a master's degree, so I can go that route to get the doctorate, but I don't know if I could be bothered writing all those papers and stuff and dissertations.
I write computer code, no dissertations here.
Medically speaking, no interest in being a doctor.
Travel is called against Madison Haggett. Dolphins now continuing to be plagued by turnovers. That's their 7th.
Goldey-Beacom now with a chance to extend the lead to 12 or 13.
Either lead would be a game high.
Play in the second quarter.
Another good entry pass. The Dolphins respond with a double. And I think we had a travel there. I did not see the signal.
first looked like an offensive foul, but it had to be a travel.
It was a travel. Good defense by the Dolphins after Zimbardo looked to have good positioning. The Dolphins brought some help from the weak side with Rose, and Zimbardo was never able to reestablish her footing. This is Mia Fuller, and she nearly got that to go.
That would have been miraculous there. For the Dolphins here, Fuller going to the free throw line. Obviously, big difference mentally to go into the half down double digits versus single digits.
At the line for the Dolphins, number 1, Mia Fuller.
That will send Fuller back to the line for the second time. Dolphins 2 of 4 from the stripe in this one. Fuller 1 of 2. And her first free throw is good. One more coming for Fuller. And once again, she goes 1 of 2 from the line.
Dolphins only 50% from the free throw line here in the first half.
Goldey-Beacom with it. Top, Yoder, hands off. Now Kuleza around the back. Finds Yoder in the corner for 3.
Well, that is a big way to finish the half for Goldey-Beacom as Yoder drains that 3, largest lead of the game.
Rose out to Haggett for 3. No good. Dolphins have really struggled from the outside here in this first half as Rose could not secure the offensive rebound. 1.3 to go in the half. The lead for the Lightning is 12.
Checking in for the Lightning, number 22, Julie McCarron.
That one's heaved across the timeline, and Kuleza does not get that shot off. That will do it for the first half. Through the first 20 minutes, Goldey-Beacom leads Staten Island 35-23. Nicole Sarcone joins Nick on the floor for our TLC Physical Therapy halftime report after this short break.
Hobra, a taco joint, Staten Island, where we're proud to have shared our family-first spirit with people from throughout New York City and the world. With indoor dining available both at the bar and on the floor. Or step outside for additional seating and an outdoor bar. Serving beer that's crisp, ice cold, and worthy of a day at the beach. Cocktails that explode with flavor. And great food made with the freshest and healthiest ingredients available. Events feature food and drink specials, live music, and the best of Staten Island nightlife. Your CSI Student ID saves you 10% on your dine-in order at Hobra. Visit us at 412 Forest Avenue, Staten Island.
And we are back for our TLC Physical Therapy halftime report. Nick is joined on the court by Dolphins women's basketball head coach Nicole Sarcone.
Thanks, Joe. Here, Coach Sarcone. Coach, Happy New Year. Goldey-Beacom coming into this game, much like your team, hot on a win streak. What is it that they did so well in the first half?
Goldie? I mean, they were crisp in their offense. They called for the ball where they wanted it. They got the ball where they wanted it, and they took advantage of our mistakes on defense.
All right, positive for you guys in the first half. Amber shooting the three-pointers. Haven't seen much of that this season. What are your thoughts about how open they were leaving her and how she was able to make decisive decisions to shoot the ball and make them?
Yeah, no, I'm happy she's shooting it decisively and confidently, and we needed those in this half, but we have to do a better job offensively. We got to move the ball; it's sticking. We're not hitting the looks when we see them, and we have to do a better job on the defensive end of the floor.
All right, Coach, thank you for your time. Best of luck in the second half. Joe, back over to you at the commentary desk.
All right, thank you, Nick. That is Dolphins women's basketball head coach Nicole Sarcone, and we thank Nicole for joining us for our TLC Physical Therapy halftime report. About 12 and a half minutes before the start of the second half. So what we were going to do is step aside and take a break. When we come back, half number 2 between the College of Staten Island and Goldey-Beacom College.
Cobra, a taco joint, Staten Island, where we're proud to have shared our family-first spirit with people from throughout New York City and the world. With indoor dining available both at the bar and on the floor. Or step outside for additional seating and an outdoor bar. Serving beer that's crisp, ice cold, and worthy of a day at the beach. Cocktails that explode with flavor. And great food made with the freshest and healthiest ingredients available. Events feature food and drink specials. Live music. And the best of Staten Island nightlife. Your CSI Student ID saves you 10% on your dining order at Hobra. Visit us at 412 Forest Avenue, Staten Island.
No, I'm right. The podcast that uncovers the origin stories of some of the biggest names in sports, media, and entertainment. Nick Durst here along with Joe Calabrese.
Here we are, 200 episodes later, about 150 episodes with guests, our friends, soon to be your friends.
Well, it's pretty clear, Joe, that it's all about You Know I'm Right, the podcast. That's my You Know I'm Right moment. Wanted to do a podcast, and everyone was like, what are you, crazy? Who's going to listen? You're not going to get guests. Well, guess what? I'm the best when it comes to getting guests. You could vouch for that.
I am so happy that you asked me to do this. I couldn't have been more thrilled. And follow us on socials, check us out. I promise you, if you want to work in media, whether you work in media now, whether you want to quit your job and work in media, come to us, and I promise you, we will get you on the right foot.
That's what it's all about, uncovering the origin stories of some of the biggest names in sports, media, and entertainment. Keep it locked on You Know I'm Right.
For me, just kind of was the glue that kept my family together. I feel like, I don't know what it was that drew me in, but after I started playing for a while and started seeing some early success as a little kid, to see how much it meant to my parents to see me play the game and try to make a difference was really what fueled me to keep playing and stay competitive. Being a triple major is not necessarily easy, but at the same time it is what you make it. Being a tighter-knit university, I have a lot of classes with the same professors, so they know me pretty well. I think it's that personal relationship that really helped me to thrive as a student. I was able to come here and get my triple major, as well as play a super high level of baseball against some of the best players in the country. There's a lot of options here in Division II with a lot of great ball players and a lot of great people, and they make sure that they give you every opportunity to succeed on and off the field.
As a student athlete in college, I first got involved with the NCAA at the national level. It was through the Student Athlete Advisory Committee, SAC, gave me an opportunity to advocate on behalf of all student athletes, to affect change and to make an impact. The NCAA is giving the student athlete a platform to voice their concerns and to be able to advocate for what's going to affect their well-being. The policies that are being put in place are speaking towards academics, they're speaking towards well-being, they're speaking towards fairness, creating a culture so that the student athletes have the best experiences possible.
Wayne State Medical School has been my dream medical school since I was 5. Athletics are important, but so is service, so is research, so is becoming a better person. And we expect you to do well athletically, but don't forget the reason you're here, which is to give back to your community and to get good grades. It was my sophomore indoor season. It was the first year with our new head coach. And he comes in and he's like, we could be a national contending team if you guys work hard. And I heard him and I was like, well, I want to be a national champion. I want to be an All-American. And I bought in because he bought into our team. And I qualified to go to indoor nationals. I decided I wanted it, so I went and grabbed it.
Hobra, a taco joint, Staten Island, where we're proud to have shared our family-first spirit with people from throughout New York City and the world. With indoor dining available both at the bar and on the floor. Or step outside for additional seating and an outdoor bar. Serving beer that's crisp, ice cold, and worthy of a day at the beach. Cocktails that explode with flavor. And great food made with the freshest and healthiest ingredients available. Events feature food and drink specials. Live music. And the best of Staten Island nightlife. Your CSI Student ID saves you 10% on your dine-in order at Hobra. Visit us at 412 Forest Avenue, Staten Island.
No, I'm right. The podcast that uncovers the origin stories of some of the biggest names in sports, media, and entertainment. Nick Durst here along with Joe Calabrese.
Here we are, 200 episodes later, about 150 episodes with guests, our friends, soon to be your friends.
Well, it's pretty clear, Joe, that it's all about You Know I'm Right, the podcast. That's my You Know I'm Right moment. Wanted to do a podcast, and everyone was like, what are you, crazy? Who's going to listen? You're not going to get guests. Well, guess what? I'm the best when it comes to getting guests. You could vouch for that.
I am so happy that you asked me to do this. I couldn't have been more thrilled. And follow us on socials, check us out. I promise you, if you want to work in media, whether you work in media now, whether you want to quit your job and work in media, come to us, and I promise you, we will get you on the right foot.
That's what it's all about, uncovering the origin stories of some of the biggest names in sports, media, and entertainment. Keep it locked on You Know I'm Right.
And we are back here on CSI Sportsnet with the start of the third quarter. Goldey-Beacom leads the College of Staten Island 35-23, and it will be Dolphins basketball to open up the third. But Nick, the Dolphins struggled from the field in the first half, shooting shy of 27%. And after a poor shooting first quarter, the Lightning really turned it on in quarter number two.
Yeah, nothing you can do when you're going against a team that is shooting lights out from beyond the arc. So Dolphins are going to have to figure something out here to get some more points on the board.
Phelan short on the three, but Masinghe had her hands on the rebound, and it was snatched away by Kulesa.
The poor shooting continues. Might have to look to drive to the basket more. We saw Rose get to the basket with ease, but unable to finish. And for the most part, Goldey-Beacom has done a good job guarding Alicon in the paint.
Now I have to ask, was lights out an intentional pun?
Of course.
Okay. I should know better. Coming from you. Open shooter in the corner is McCarron for three.
Lightning strikes again here to start the third quarter as McCarron knocks down the three in the corner.
Goldey-Beacom ahead by 15 now. Phelan thought about the shot. Now Masinghe up to Alarcon. Genelise was met with a double team. Bounce pass, Masinghe, and she can't finish the lay-in. And Carollo off the offensive board, threw it away. Yoder with the steal.
Now, I did get some insight at halftime from our cameraman as to why he thought it was a slow start scoring-wise to the game. Should I even dare to say what he had to say?
Well, I know who our cameraman is. The audience doesn't, so I'm a bit nervous, but go ahead.
Patty Toucam said everybody was eating too much over the holidays and wasn't in game shape.
Well, I'm definitely doing better than I was going into the holiday. With the time off, I got back in the gym.
How about that?
Working our way up. We're up about 8 pounds.
Well, we might at some point play another staff pickup game with basketball.
We need as much practice as we can get before next year's game against the students.
I think we need to take lessons from Nick Bavona Bear as Alarcon.
You're gonna have to stop that.
The Bear Bavona.
That was Genelise Alarcon inside. And the Dolphins are back to within 13. Masinghe touched the baseline there, nearly secured that loose ball.
Masinghe has given max effort in this game so far. She's diving all over the floor. We saw her draw the charge before, getting those rebounds. So always have to appreciate Noemia for playing with the grit she does.
Absolutely, and the Dolphins will need every bit of that the rest of the way here tonight. Trailing by double figures, about 7:40 to go here in the third quarter, and that's a poor pass stolen by Masinghe. And Masinghe gets body checked.
Yikes.
Karen with a good show of sportsmanship to help her up, but that was some hip check.
Oh, yeah. That was NHL-like.
I wasn't scheduled to call hockey until tomorrow. Unfortunately, I won't be able to make it. We had to call an audible. Our colleague, Joe Calabrese, is taking my place.
Calabrese and Andrew.
That's right.
Wow.
Two of our
I did get asked
colleagues.
to do it, but
Masinge can't finish. Alarcon, no good on the putback.
Now, how did Calabrese end up getting it? You asked him?
I knew he'd be interested and reached out today.
I wish I could listen to that game because I don't think the play-by-play guy is going to get a word in.
I had a talk with him already. That won't be a problem.
That three rimmed in and out.
That was halfway down. Abu Spair has it. 20 on the shot clock, now failing. Dana thought about it again from distance, instead looks to drive and throws up a wild shot. That one never had a chance.
Out of bounds there, I guess off Alarcon.
The Lightning defense has given the Dolphins a lot of problems in this game. I mentioned the poor CSI shooting so far tonight, but every possession that doesn't end in a three, the Dolphins have really had to grind it out just to get a shot off.
It's been tough. Goldey-Beacom is playing strong defensively and shooting the ball extremely well. That's a recipe for success usually.
And I think, Nick, to my point, the Dolphins have attempted 19 threes in this game already, and the Dolphins shoot the three ball, but not at that rate. And there's another Lightning three from the corner. This time it's Lydia Betts.
You betcha. Lydia Betts there, wide open for three. Makes it count.
Kirolo. And that's a nice feed to Masinge for the easy two.
Really nice pass there by Carollo. Knew what she was doing all along, and Masinge easily puts the layup in.
Dolphins need more of that.
Yeah, I think they need to try to attack the paint more here if the threes aren't falling.
Well, as I said, the Lightning have just made it so tough to get quality looks, and Kulesa knocks down another three.
Every look is a quality look right now for the Lightning.
They have not needed much space.
17-point game.
Kulesa now 2 of 2 from beyond the arc, and Rose has another close bank shot once again off a nice feed.
Another assist by Carollo.
Dolphins perhaps have found something at the offensive end now. A couple of quick baskets in the paint. They need to string together some stops here. Kulesa.
They need to guard the perimeter.
And that three is short by Lemon. Foul on the rebound.
Rare miss by Goldey-Beacom from three in this quarter.
Foul number 33, Julie Kulesa. Her second, and the Lightning's second of the third quarter. Checking in for the Lightning.
Two team fouls now on Goldey-Beacom.
And checking in for the Dolphins, number 2, Madison Haggett.
Haggett in for CSI. Alarcon to the bench. Under 5 minutes to play, third quarter. This is Masinge to the rim, and she gets it to go.
Well, I think, Joe, that's the first time this game that the Dolphins have scored on 3 straight possessions.
Dolphins now beginning to find some momentum at the offensive end. 3 straight baskets right at the rim. Kulesa feeds it inside and too high. She wanted Yoder on the entry pass, and the Dolphins now have prompted Goldey-Beacom to call a timeout. 4.5 minutes to go, third quarter. Goldey-Beacom leads Staten Island, 44-31.
For me, just kind of was the glue that kept my family together, I feel like. I don't know what it was that drew me in, but after I started playing for a while and started seeing some early success as a little kid, to see how much it meant to my parents to see me play the game and try to make a difference was really what fueled me to keep playing and stay competitive. Being a triple major is not necessarily easy, but at the same time it is what you make it. Being a tighter-knit university, I have a lot of classes with the same professors, so they know me pretty well. I think it's that personal relationship that really helped me to thrive as a student. I was able to come here and get my triple major, as well as play a super high level of baseball against some of the best players in the country. There's a lot of options here in Division II with a lot of great ball players and a lot of great people, and they make sure that they give you every opportunity to succeed on and off the field.
4:30 to go in the third quarter. Dolphins trail 44-31, but Nick, these last couple of minutes have belonged to CSI.
Yeah, 3 scores in a row. They found something attacking the paint right now. Need to continue that, scoring with high efficiency, and need to continue some good defense.
Goldey-Beacom has just been so consistent since the end of the first quarter. This is really their first offensive rut since that time, as Rose will not be credited with that basket.
I thought they were going to call an offensive
They
foul.
did. They did. So initially, Nick, I thought one official called a shooting foul.
Immediate timeout.
And the Dolphins bench can't believe it.
Another media timeout. I can't believe that.
Well, here's another look at it on replay from our courtside camera. Unfortunately, our internships are over, so Michael Ortiz has moved on. He has moved on from his work with us.
And Edward, he'll be back.
Edward will be back in the spring for baseball. But until then, we have our engineer Tyler Clark back. He was our intern last year, did such a great job, and we had to have him back this year. He's going to have a bio added to our Meet the Team page on CSIDolphins.com. We have to get his headshot in between games tonight.
Now, are you going to write about his other employment in his bio?
Every bio ends with insert employee X. Also has worked as insert position Y with the PDF Sports Network.
Well, you could also write that Tyler is really loving this job, much like his other job.
Well, Tyler has the hookup for us at McDonald's. McDonald's is a sponsor, and they employ one of our very best engineers.
That is true. And they also confuse one of our former PA guys when it comes to pregame boxes of nuggets off on our table.
So it's funny you mention that, and what Nick is referring to is an infamous pregame segment where Andrew Rotundo and I were given boxes of chicken McNuggets. I took it upon myself to eat all of the McNuggets, and rather than play along and say that he had a box of McNuggets, Andrew insisted on air that the box was empty. He refused to go along with the fact that we had both been treated to McNuggets, courtesy of our great sponsor, McDonald's.
And reverse end of the spectrum, as we're going to have a jump ball, was when I went on the court to interview Tibbs holding the box of nuggets on top of a soda straw.
Well, nobody was fooled into thinking that box was full.
No.
Meanwhile, the Dolphins force a jump ball at the defensive end. They get it right back. The deficit still 13 points. This is Rose. Into the corner for Masinghe. Masinghe looks to drive. Her runner won't go. Rose got her fingertips on it and knocked it out of bounds.
Dolphins here trying to make a run. Ideally want to get this game to within 10 going into the fourth quarter. Right now down 13. Alarcon back in the game.
The Dolphins have had 2 chances for baskets and have come up empty at the offensive end, trailing by 13 points. The Lightning can break a bit of a short drought, but a drought nonetheless with a bucket here. And instead, they nearly turned it over, but tracking it down was McCarron. Driving the baseline now. Yoder, and she gets the layup to go.
Not sure how she got that one to drop. Haggett was defending pretty well.
Abu Spare out to Haggett. Dolphins trailing by 15 again. This is Rose inside, and she lays it in.
Good pass, good finish. 46-33, 54 remaining in the third quarter.
Well done there by Rose. Garcia in the corner, surveys the floor. 12 on the shot clock now. Garcia had it poked away by Abu Spare. Amber all alone up the floor. And her lay-in won't go. She'll try again, and the second attempt is good.
The second attempt was even harder as she laid it in backwards. Gets it to go.
Well, perhaps Amber was not as alone as she would have liked. Good effort there by Zimbardo to chase the play down, but she was a non-factor. Abu Spare just missed it. Dolphins, though, will take it. The deficit down to 11. That 3 too strong, but the rebound is tipped right to Yoder. Lemon kicks out Garcia. She ran over Alarcon there.
No
She
whistle.
threw it away, and the call on
Gonna
the
say
floor is
out of-
lightning ball.
Out of the Dolphins. Wow. I mean, Alarcon was taken out. And the ball goes out of bounds. I don't know what happened there, Jim.
Definitely caught me by surprise. I thought at first we might get a whistle. We did not. Lightning struggling to get it in. Forced to throw it well beyond the arc. Farrah White in the game now. She has it. 6 to shoot. White looking outside. McCarron, no good off back iron, and it hit the shot clock.
Dolphins now with the chance to make this a single-digit game. It was as high as 17 points the lead earlier in this quarter.
If the Dolphins go into the fourth within single digits, you have to think that they'll be happy with that.
Right. And what do we always say about this team? It always comes down to the wire with them, no matter how they start the game.
Can't hammer that point home enough. This is Rose going to work against McCarron. She had it poked away. Kyra out to Haggett. Haggett draws the foul. That is just the third team foul on Goldey-Beacom.
Foul on number 22, Julie McCarron, her second, and the Lightning's third of the third quarter.
The inbound goes to Alarcon. She hands it right back to Abu Spair. Amber picked up her dribble, finds Kirolo. Now Rose, 10 on the shot clock. Abu Spair, 7 to shoot now. Inside, Rose, size mismatch here. She had it poked away, and it goes out.
1 second on the shot clock.
Yeah,
now.
definitely 1 on the shot clock there.
So this is going to be extremely difficult, obviously. I don't think they have enough time for a catch and shoot. Need to kind of shoot it, like do the men's play where you shoot off the...
You know you have the full 1 second now because they reset it. No decimals on the shot clock. Kirolo. Way too strong. That was good defense on the inside by White. She had a tough matchup there.
Rose just couldn't get the shot up.
Well, once White poked it away, Rose was in a world of trouble. Under a minute to play, third quarter. McCarron looking. Dribbles to her right, around the back, kick out White now. White gets inside, can't finish. Great defense there by Abu Spair.
Excellent.
That was a dangerous pass there. Alarcon to Kirolo. Kirolo for Alarcon, and Janelise goes down again. The ball loose on the floor. Kirolo dives on top of it. Now Abu Spair has it. This is Rose off the feed from Haggett. Rose had it poked away, and she stays with it and gets the bank shot to go.
Let's give credit to Kirolo there for diving on the floor to keep that sequence alive.
Talk about letting them play, Nick. They have really let them play tonight.
Yeah, you could have saw a whistle earlier on the Alarcon when Alarcon went to the floor.
I think the Dolphins have to use that to their advantage at the defensive end as well. I think when you know the way the game is being officiated and has been consistent, that's what you can ask for out of the referees. Be consistent.
Yeah, and with the way this quarter started, Coach Sarcone has to be happy going into the fourth quarter just down 9.
Dolphins finished the third quarter strong. Their deficit, 9 points. Our score entering the fourth. Goldey-Beacom 46, Staten Island 37.
Hobra, a taco joint, Staten Island, where we're proud to have shared our family-first spirit with people from throughout New York City and the world. With indoor dining available both at the bar and on the floor. Or step outside for additional seating and an outdoor bar. Serving beer that's crisp, ice cold, and worthy of a day at the beach. Cocktails that explode with flavor. And great food made with the freshest and healthiest ingredients available. Events feature food and drink specials. Live music. And the best of Staten Island nightlife. Your CSI Student ID saves you 10% on your dining order at Hobra. Visit us at 412 Forest Avenue, Staten Island.
Start of the fourth quarter from the College of Staten Island. The Dolphins have worked what was once a 15-point deficit down to just 9. Kulesa looks to drive. Good defense by Haggett. Yoder left open. She's short on the 3, and Alarcon has the rebound. Abu Spair up the floor, corner 3. Way too strong by Haggett. Rose with the rebound. She's stripped. And it's kept in by Siskowski.
Nice defense there by Siskowski.
Good job to toe the baseline there. Not much room for her to work. Line drive 3 rattles in by Siskowski.
Siskowski gets the steal, knocks down the 3 on the other end.
What a sequence for Rory Siskowski. Dolphins now trail by 12 again. Alarcon hands off to Abu Spair. Abu Spair hands it right back to Alarcon. Genelise looking to drive, had it poked away. And I mentioned Abu Spair's active hands throughout this game. The Lightning have done a really good job attacking the ball when the Dolphins drive to the rim.
Yeah, they certainly have lightning quick hands, and they're swarming the ball with ease every time the Dolphins get the ball.
8 to shoot. We see the inbounder finds Kirolo. Now Abu Spair, 5 on the shot clock. Amber crosses over, pulls up, and can't get the shot to go. Alarcon had her hands on it, and the jump ball will favor CSI.
Jump ball.
Well, nice job getting the rebound there.
Shot clock resets to 20 now. Abu Spair with it on the wing, now Kirolo. Kirolo for Haggett. Good job fronting Alarcon by McCarron. We see just able to say that.
5 on the shot clock.
5 to shoot again. We see for Haggett. Off the head fake. Madison drives.
Didn't get the shot up in time.
She did get it up, and a blocking foul was called.
Well, if we had the replay, review.
The foul occurred before the shot, and
I don't think the shot.
It didn't come out before 0, but the foul occurred.
Okay.
So you were right. The shot would not have counted were it not for the foul. Though it was close. I think it's worth a look on replay. Assuming Haggett makes this, we'll get a look. What do you think? Did you get it off, Tyler? He says no. Good eye, Nick.
You know I'm right.
One might say that. Deficit back to 10. The Lightning move it up the floor quickly off the Dolphins' pressure. Siskowski nearly traveled there.
Our table's moving, Joe. I don't know what's going on. Something must not be locked.
Doesn't take much to move it if those wheels aren't locked. 10 to shoot. Yoder, no basket. That's the first team foul against the Dolphins. It goes against Genelise Alarcon.
Foul on number 13, Genelise Alarcon.
10-point game here.
And the Dolphins first of the fourth quarter.
And Goldey-Beacom now with 20 on the shot clock, fresh clock.
Heads up.
Active hands there by the Dolphins as Alarcon swatted that pass away.
Just under 8 minutes to play. The deficit, 10 points for CSI. This is Lemon now. She hands off Siskowski, who looks to drive. Her runner, no good. Alarcon ends up on the floor again.
She's getting knocked over here in every sequence, it seems like.
It will be Dolphins' ball. Abu Spair brings it up. Dolphins look to pull within 10 once again. Haven't gotten any closer than 9 during this recent run. Alarcon throws up a wild shot. Kulesa checks over her shoulder, kicks out. Corner 3 is good. Lydia Betts.
Well, they need a big shot. You can bet on Betts in the corner. Another 3 for her to extend the lead.
She's had 2 very timely threes in this game to stifle CSI momentum. And that pass for Kirola was tipped and stolen. Yoder finds Kulesa. She will hand off to Siskowski. Now Lemon, top of the arc, hands off again. And Siskowski gets wide open for another Goldey-Beacom 3.
Most of Siskowski's threes are coming from that same exact spot.
Dolphins just didn't have it defensively on that possession. The Lightning did a really good job remaining in the flow of their offense, kept the ball moving, dribble handoffs, and weaving around the floor, ultimately resulted in a wide open shooter.
And just like that, 16-point lead again.
And I think when you're facing a style of offense like that, and you're the Dolphins, a team that tonight has had to exert themselves so much at the offensive end, it's really tough to stay with it with that same intensity we're used to seeing from them defensively.
Yeah, it's hard to defend.
Fuller and Weesey in for CSI. Alarcon and Abu Spair to the bench. Just over 6 minutes to play. Haggett. Splash.
Needed that 3. Haggett drains it.
By number 2, Madison Haggett.
Dolphins had to have that one. That is a big shot. .15 to shoot. Goldey-Beacom taking their time. McCarron created some space there, but elected not to shoot it. Now the Lightning are left with 5 on the shot clock. McCarron, no hesitation there, and she buries it.
That was ridiculous on the Goldey-Beacom bench. Loved it.
That bench has been very energetic tonight. They've been fully into this game with every made basket.
Big roster for Goldey-Beacom, 15 players. Active at least tonight.
Haggett will try again, and she knocks down another.
Keep feeding her because the Dolphins are going to need a lot more of those. But on the other end here, you need to stop Goldey-Beacom from draining threes.
Dolphins will not go away. The deficit 13 points. But CSI needs some stops. McCarron has it. 10 on the shot clock. She will try again, too strong. And Masinge has the rebound. Fuller racing toward the rim, gets inside and throws one off the window, no good. Lemon wisely will take her time here. .10 to shoot now. And good feed there by Zimbardo on the Yoder cut. She will head to the line for 2 shots.
Her second and the Dolphins' second of the 4th quarter. This will be a media timeout.
With that, we head to a media timeout. 4:13 to go. Goldey-Beacom leads Staten Island, 58-45.
Kettle Black on Staten Island, a top 5 wing joint in America by Food and Wine magazine. Serving daily lunch and dinner at the bar or on the floor. Perfect for family and group parties with top shelf drink and delicious food. From great times with good friends. Live sports and watch parties. To Staten Island's hottest nightlife. The Kettle Black features live music and DJs weekly. Kettle Black features daily and nightly food and drink specials. The best Staten Island has to offer is at the Kettle Black. We'll see you there at the Kettle Black, located on 415 Forest Avenue, Staten Island.
.4:13 to go, fourth quarter. Dolphins trail Goldey-Beacom 58-45. First of two free throws by Katie Yoder, no good. Okay, Masinghe, Fuller, Weesey, and Haggett out there for CSI. And they will get it back, trailing by 14.
Coach Sarcone just trying to mix and match here to see if anything can get them going.
.15 to shoot. This is Haggett to the rim, and the bank shot will not go. Haggett got to the rim nicely there, just couldn't finish, but that's a shot that we've seen her make in the past.
Yeah, she certainly developed that this season.
Heading into the holiday recess, she'd really stepped up her game, especially in the absence of Kyra Rose, had gotten some additional minutes off the bench.
Yeah, I think she started a game or two as well with Rose out.
Weesey rejects that shot.
Checking in for the Lightning, number 33, Julie Kuliza. Previously checking in for the Lightning was number 3, Rory Siskowski, and number 21, Lydia Betts.
7 on the shot clock. Dolphins have to have a stop here to have any chance. Kulesa to the rim is stripped by Masinghe. Last touch by Noemia. And this will leave Goldey-Beacom with 2 to shoot.
Coach Burke sending out the orders here for the inbound.
Karen tied up off the inbound, and that will be a shot clock violation.
Shot clock violation. It's
Strong defense by the Dolphins, but Dolphins need to score now.
Dolphins do need to begin working quickly. They have emptied the bench. All reserves in for CSI here. Fuller wanted Haggett, instead finds Masinghe. The Lightning perfectly content to switch on everything. That leaves Fuller open, but she can't knock down the 3. Under 3 minutes to play. Dolphins win streak in dire jeopardy here. The Lightning looking to win their 3rd straight. 12 to shoot now. Kick out, goes to Betts. She swings it to Siskowski, no good from 3. And Haggett has the rebound. Weesey showing some urgency, pushing it up the floor, but that was deflected off Okay's foot. Weesey dives on top of it. Great effort there.
Love the effort. She had to make sure that wasn't going to go in the backcourt.
And Masinghe draws the foul. The Dolphins bench loves that effort from Weesey. And CSI will earn 2 free throws.
Her 3rd and the Lightning's 2nd of the 4th quarter. Lightning's 3rd, correction, Lightning's 3rd of the 4th quarter. At the line for the Dolphins, number 23, Noemia Masinghe.
First free throw by Masinghe is good. Sometimes it seems like you almost have to hold your breath during the free throws.
It's very quiet.
Awfully quiet. That one way off, but Okay has the rebound and put back, misses everything. Just over 2 minutes to go. Goldey-Beacom in front by 13. And they will undoubtedly take their time here. Kick out goes to Yoder. Now Kulesa for three. And that's good.
3-point shot by number 33.
And that is the dagger, Joe. That should do it.
The outside shooting of Goldey-Beacom tonight was a huge difference maker, if not the difference in this game. This is okay with a three of her own.
3 from number 21, Consola. Okay.
As for the Lightning tonight, 12 of 24 from beyond the arc in this game. They shot nearly 47% from the field. And though the Dolphins shot it much better in the second half, they could not match the shooting of the Lightning this evening.
The Lightning, I said it before, I'll say again, has shot lights out in this game. And the shooting has propelled them to the lead they're at right now with 1 minute to go.
This is Haggett. Over to OK. Outside Fuller on the drive. Bounce pass. Masinghe. And she lays it in.
Number 21, Consola. Okay.
That was Masinghe, right?
Yes.
Okay. The announcement had me questioning myself.
Trust your eyes, Joe.
That lane won't go. Here comes Weesey again looking to push. Final 20 seconds. Haggett. Splash.
Well, a good takeaway from this game was the strong shooting of Madison Haggett.
Haggett has had a nice night. That three-pointer was her fourth of the game. She finishes 4 of 8 from downtown, leads the Dolphins with 14 points, but that was not nearly enough on this evening, as once again, Nick, a game between the Lightning and the Dolphins is decided by single digits. However, on this night, Goldey-Beacom certainly got the better of CSI.
They certainly did, Joe, and the score ended up closer than what it really was, as Goldey-Beacom totally dominated this game.
For the Lightning this evening, Julia Kulesa led the way with 16 points. Rory Siskowski right behind her with 15. She was 4 of 8 from downtown. Kulesa was 3 of 4 from downtown, and also in double figures was Katie Yoder. She finished with 10 points on 4 of 10 from the field. As I mentioned, Haggett led the way for CSI. Amber Abu-Spair, the only other Dolphin in double figures with 12. And Nick, it was just an off night for the Dolphins offensively. And though the defense was there early in this game, from the second quarter forward, the Lightning really got the shots they were looking for and made things incredibly difficult on the Dolphins at the offensive end as well.
Yeah, story of the game was the Lightning, all their shots were falling, and the Dolphins, poor shooting in the first half really doomed them.
And that will do it for our coverage of Game 1. Coming up next at 7 p.m. will be our men's basketball contest as the Dolphins take on the Panthers of Virginia Union University. The Dolphins and Panthers square off for the first time in the history of the two men's basketball programs. Once again, that game gets underway at 7 p.m. Pre-game coverage will begin with our McDonald's pregame show at 6:45. Be sure to join us right back here on the ECC Network for that game. And if you were tuning in exclusively for the women, enjoy the rest of your night.